Hi, I'm Mike Writer, and today we'll be talking about Star Trek Online and more or less the new Tier 3 fleet duty officers, and they suck? Or do they? Um, we need to cover this a bit more detail, so uh, the background is basically on the 13th of September 2022. I know it's been 2 weeks since then. Star Trek Online updated the fleet stores with rewards for completing Tier 3. They updated some almost 10-year-old bugs in the game, and they added the superior woman operative bridge officers to all the major schools, such as engineering, science, and tactical, and removed the rare tactical bugged version from the store. Existing bridge officers that you already had equipped on your roster were not affected. They also added a number of duty officers for Tier 3 unlock. The big question is, what's the issue with all this? The issue is that a lot of the new ultra rare duty officers have one minor difference that a very rare duty officer has. Very rare is a step down from ultra rare, so the difference is that the traits that affect how successful each Doff will do in a duty officer mission is the difference. Almost all of them will have the exact same effect as a very rare version of the same type of duty officer when assigned to provide battle benefits, and quite often you can find cheaper duty officers with the same facility as well. This cost is higher than many players expect as well. And one big thing I've got about is the 4 Gregor or Fala Okev's clones. Now, Gregor and Fala Okev are two of the old rare, very rare Destiny duty officers, and they've basically introduced 4 new duty officers that have the same effect as Gregor and Fala Okev. The actual effect is basically to pull your ship enemies in when you use the ability Tractor Beam Repulsors. The push effect, you usually get pushed with Tractor Beam Repulsors if you don't have Gregor Falkiv or one of these new 4 duty officers. This does actually make it a bit easier. It makes it less reliant on trying to find one on the exchange or opening lockbox, because the only issue I've got with it, the big issue I've got with it is that only one can be signed at any time. But why are there 4 of them that can bind to the character when you pick it up? You can only use one of them. Why? And another thing is the cost. Now, the cost with all items that in the fleet stores require the currency fleet credits, and we noted the prices that most of these are based on conversions. These do not take fleet credit boosters into account because this is all fleet credit is earned at a preset ratio of per unit of item, while some costs I'll be covering will be treated as while it's not direct, will be treated as due to have a set conversion rate or the game's set it is hanging around that point, or is effectively has a have that set conversion rate due to various other conditions. So, as I said, the other issue is the cost. Yeah. That's Nick Dogood from the who's actually Static Online development staff, and whilst I won't be sending it to him, he does not work with duty officers. But I'll send it to one of his colleagues. Each new duty officer costs 500,000 fleet credits. Whilst most of the time you get a very rare duty officer that does the exact same job, 125,000 fleet credits. Now, let me put this bit into some bit more easier to work out. 500,000 fleet credits is equal to about 500,000 dilithium. Or if you were to refine 8,000 a day, that would 8,000 a day roughly works out to be 63 days. Actually, 62 point something. So it rounds up. Or it works out to be about 1,000 Zen, or $10. And I'll show you the conversion rates on the next page. The admin ships are somewhat even worse. They only cost 500,000 fleet credits. They also need an additional 100,000 dilithium, and the cost works out to be 75 days at 1,200 Zen, or $12. And if you spend that, you're going to spend that much. I've actually can work out that I can pick up 3 different flyable tier 5 ships for the exact same price. So you get two additional cards for the price of 1. Now I'm going to quickly cover the fact that here's conversion rates. Now these are all the stuff I used, the base numbers I put into doing all the numbers, and I've included some other ones that I've not bothered to cover, but I was going to cover in a bit more detail later. But 1 dilithium equals 1 fleet credit. 100 EC is another fleet credit. 1 fleet mark is 53 fleet credits. 1 day is it will earn you 8,000 dilithium, refined dilithium. 100 Zen is equal to $1. 500 dilithium is equal to 1 Zen. This last one, the last two are somewhat flexible. You can actually work it, but I've deliberately put a lot of almost a lot of people will consider the dollar to Zen ratio to be this price due to the fact that as a general rule of thumb. The PC company, the lithium market is currently stuck in this weird position where you need it's 500 dilithium to 1 Zen. Now, I was going to summarise the issue really. To quote casual SAB, it's a standard cut and paste job in reference to the duty officers and sometimes some of the analytic cards. Sadly, I have to agree, none of the effects when assigned are new, nor have they really been improved over the duty officers, same duty officers at the same star, or for wherever they came from. With almost every other item in the store, it does something unique or usually exclusive to that store. I mean, the I mean, really. Now, I'm going to give some suggestions for possible fixes, but these are not something Cryptic can use. I mean, these are just ideas I'm throwing them out, and I can't say for certain do this. You'll make it a lot better. I might make it worse because in terms of game balance and bugs to work around. So I am not going to say this is what you must do it. I'm aware that there are issues that I'm not aware of. I can see quite a few fixes. One option is to drop the price to bring them more in line with other items. This is personally not something I really want to see. This really goes against the idea that there's one of the things that Cryptic needs to do, because they want to get people to spend basically the lithium and various free stuff, because basically they fleet. So the other option is to make the duty officers and some of the bridge and the other stuff more attractive to use. These are ultra rare duty officers, these should have a stronger effect than the very rare. However, this does not have to be the case, and you could always. There's also the alternative or the addition to adding a secondary effect to some duty officers that already have, and some duty officers already have the multiple effects slotted. Right, so I better explain what I mean by stronger effects. Most fleet gear at the time of release often had a stronger effects than the gear from other sources. This really was noticeable with the fleet spy tactical consoles, because the tactical consoles were equivalent to Mark 13 ultra rare, not Mark 13, Mark 12 ultra rare at the time when Mark 13 very rare, Mark 12 very rare was the only option you could be. There was the highest option you could get at the time. Many of the common duty officers many of the commonly found duty officers have stronger effects. A better chance to trigger their effects whenever they go up in rank. But most of the ultra rare duty officers have the same effect that they have on the standard common or ultra rare duty officer variants, but same strength as the very rare. This can only apply to most of can't apply to all of them, because not all ultra rare duty officers have a skill that can be improved numerically. As in, you can't say there's no add X to a stat unless you can find a way to add X to a stat. I'm not sure if there's no scale to extrapolate out to is the main thing. However, I could also say there's a secondary effect. Quite a few other duty officers already have the ability to use two complementary effects. Many of these actually can be found in lot boxes or other paid duty officer packs, and a few of them even are found in the fleet stores. Most of them do a standard duty officer effect, but with an exclusive do extra damage effect to it, usually against a certain type of enemy. This is something nice to consider, and the right combination of effects could easily make the game work, make the players go after it, or maybe break the game balance. But anyway, this has been Mike's Shout Writer. See you guys next time.